أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. So, guys, nowadays we are learning the properties of an ism. Manal, can you tell us what are the properties of an ism? Do you know the properties?
Number, status,
Number, status,
gender,
gender,
type.
type. So number, gender, type, and status. These are the four properties. So we were learning status. No? So we learned yesterday the uh, what we learned yesterday. What is heavy and light? Heavy versus light nouns. Now we know that light is when there is no noon or no tanween at the end, and there is also a flexibility of the status. No? So there are three types of flexibilities. One is fully flexible. So a noun can be fully flexible, it can be non-flexible or partly flexible. So fully flexible is when the ism shows all the three statuses. Three statuses mean marfu, mansub, and majroor. So it means a noun is fully flexible means it shows all the three statuses like Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. So it can be changed, no? All the three ways. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. So Muslimin is marfu, Musliman is mansub, and Muslimin is uh, majroor status. So there are some nouns that do not show their marfu, mansoob, and majroor status. Those nouns are called non-flexible. So they do not show their status. We cannot change them like we can change Muslimun, Musliman, Musliman. So these nouns which do not show their status, those are called non-flexible. And the third type of noun is partly flexible. So partly flexible nouns, they show their status in two ways. They show their status in two ways. Uh, so these are about 13%. The partly flexible, non-flexible are just 2%. Mostly nouns are flexible. So 85% nouns are flexible. So partly flexible nouns are always light. They do not take kasra. No? The exception is with al or mudaf. So let's look at the non-flexible nouns. So what are those non-flexible nouns? All the words that end with alif maksura or ya maksura, they are non-flexible, like Hudan, Dunya, Yahya, Musa. So Musa remains Musa, whether it is Mansub or Majroor. So Musa, similarly, Yahya remains Yahya. It would not be Yahyu, Yahyi. So it is Yahya always in all the Marfu, Mansub statuses. Hudan, Dunya. So all the words that have Alif Maksura at the end, they are non-flexible. Similarly, a small mausula. So, like allazi, allazina, allati, allati, those are all non-flexible, but their duals can be flexible. Then third type is asmaul ishara, like haza, zalika, haulai, ulaika. These are also non-flexible. Like haza is haza in marfu, mansub, and majrur status. Zalika is zalika, zalika in mansub, marfu, and majrur status. So these are non-flexible. Similarly, pronouns are also non-flexible, like huwa, hum, anta, antam, ana, nahnu. So they are always non-flexible. So huwa, when you see huwa, it could be marfu, it could be mansub, it could be majroor. Its shape doesn't change. It remains huwa in all the three statuses. Okay, and then there are partly flexible nouns. There are 7 different types of partly flexible nouns. The first is names of places like Madina to Makkah to. These are partly flexible. You will not see Madinatun or Makkatun. It is Makkatu. Okay. Medina to usually also doesn't take kasra, but when you add al before Medina, it can be al Madinati. Okay. So exception is 3-letter names like Adnan. Adnan is a 3-letter name. It can be heavy, no? So it can be flexible. Then non-Arab names like Ibrahim, Fir'auna. So these are also partly flexible. It cannot be Ibrahimun or Fir'aunun. No. So these are non-Arab names. So exception is Lutun, Nuhun. So there, that is the exception. There are Arab names. Arab names are always flexible, like Salihun, Hudun. Then feminine names are also mostly partly flexible, like Aisha to Maryamu. Then ism tafdeel like akbaru, ahsanu, ajmalu. These are also partly flexible. It cannot be akbarun, ahsanun, ajmalun. No. So these are akbaru, ahsanu, ajmalu. Then there are body defects like abkam. Abkamu is mute and its feminine is bakmau. So the mute avaj. Avaj is the one who is crooked. That is also a body defect. So these are also partly flexible. That cannot be awajun, okay, or cannot be abkamun. Similarly, names of the colors and their feminines are also partly flexible, like ahmaru. It cannot be ahmarun. Okay, its feminine is hamrao. Ahmar is red. Hamrao is feminine. Akhdar is green. Khadrao is its feminine. Asfar is yellow. And safrao is feminine. So all these colors and their feminine are partly flexible. It cannot be safraun, asfarun. Okay, so that is the reason that these are partly flexible. Then broken plurals with alif in the in it, alif in the middle or maybe in it. So these broken plurals are also partly flexible, like masajidu, ambiyau, masabi. Masabi is lamps. Ambiya is plural of nabi. Masajid is the plural of broken plural of masjid. So they have alif in the in it. So they are also partly flexible. So you will not see masajidun, ambiyaun, maswabihun. So no. So these are always light. Okay. So this is all about flexibility of status. So there are three types of flexibility. One is fully flexible. So these are 85% nouns like Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Then there are non-flexible, the nouns that are not flexible. They do not show their flexibility. They do not show their status, you can say, no? Like pronouns, ismul ishara, small masula, and the words that end with alif maksura. And then there are partly flexible. These are about 30%. They are always light. They do not take kasra. The names of places, non-Arabic names, feminine names, ismat tafdeel, body defects, colors, and their feminines and broken plurals that have alif in them. So these are partly flexible nouns. Okay, let's take some examples. You have to tell me whether it is fully flexible, partly flexible, or non-flexible. Abidat in Hassan, is it partly flexible, fully flexible, or non-flexible?
What's the meaning?
Abid is the one who worships. Abidah, the one woman who worships. Abidat is the plural. Women, worshippers.
It's fully flexible?
Fully flexible because tin is, you see, when you see tanween, it means it is a fully flexible. Bayyinatun Manal.
Fully flexible.
Fully flexible. Nahnu Hassan.
Non-flexible?
Non-flexible. Excellent. This is pronoun. Allazi Manal.
Non-flexible.
Because it is a small masula. So all the asma masulas non-flexible. Ali Fir'auna. Ali Fir'auna. Hassan.
Partly flexible?
Fir'aun is, yeah, partly flexible. So it could be Fir'aunu, Fir'auna. It cannot be Fir'auni. You see? Usually mudaf ilayh should be majroor, no? But it's Fir'auna. So here Fir'auna, Fir'aun has a majroor status. Kitabun Manal.
Fully flexible.
Excellent. Aswadu Hassan. Aswad is black. Hajri Aswad, you know. Aswadu. It is
Partly flexible.
it's partly flexible because color,
Uh,
names of the color. Zalika, Manal. Zalika,
Non-flexible.
non-flexible. Jannatani. Jannatani, Hassan.
part
Jannah is
two.
Jannah is one garden. Jannatani, two gardens. Okay, and it is marfu, and its mansoob is Jannah Taini. Jannataini mansoob, and majroor is Jannataini. So tell me the status now. It is
Partly flexible.
no, it is fully flexible. It is like Jannatun, Jannatun, Jannatan, Jannatin. So then Jannatani, Jannataini, Jannataini. Jannatin, Jannatun, Jannatin, Jannatin. Okay? So it is showing its status. Marfu status is different, Mansoob is different. Isa, Manal. Isa.
Partly flexible.
It's not partly flexible. It is non-flexible. It's like Hudan, Yahya, Musa. Ya comes at the end of the word, so it is
Non-flexible.
non-flexible. Isa remains Isa if it is marfu, mansoob or majroor. Bani Israel, Hassan. Israel. It is
Partly.
partly flexible. Good. Salatun, Manal.
Fully flexible.
Dawudu.
Partly flexible.
Ahlu Yasrib, Hassan. Yasrib is the name of the place.
Partly flexible.
Good. Yusufa, Hassan.
Partly.
Partly flexible. Sadiqatun, Manal.
Fully flexible.
Abkamu, Manal. Abkam is the mute. The one who is mute is a
Partly flexible.
body defect. So it is
Partly flexible.
partly flexible. Muhammadan, Manal.
Fully flexible.
Fully flexible. Excellent. So these are the different flexibility statuses: partly fully flexible, non-flexible, and partly flexible. Any questions for today's lesson?
No.
Okay, let's then end. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.